was a good friend.
And let's listen to Pavarotti. Put on Pavarotti.
Hello, welcome to The Revealing. I'm your host, Pavarotti. I'm here to discuss some things. As a disclaimer, this channel is for entertainment purposes. These are my opinions, not utter slander. Let's get started. You know, it's never a dull day in this YouTube world with old Pavarotti. Those of you may not have seen it, but yesterday, of course, I had a content creator attack me out of nowhere. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming for about 5 days before it actually happened, so it's okay. I'm not mad at him. I understand, and I want to help them best that I can. Now, I noticed a community post yesterday where they did post a complete slanderous lie. It said that I said something about I wanted to box them, a woman. Come on now. That was a total lie. I did leave a comment on a video that she did, and the comment was basically, thanks for the mention and have a blessed day. So whatever was posted about boxing, that was just an unfounded lie. So I don't know why they would do that, but I have a feeling I do know. It's like I mentioned, it was at least 5 days coming, because I watched a video 5 days before that she did, and I mean, she telegraphed it. She telegraphed it. I knew it was coming. Let's take a listen.
With you guys, getting awareness out there for certain situations, talking about cases. This is a big deal for me. This is something that I thoroughly enjoy. The motivational part is just because it's so time consuming, really, really time consuming. And I noticed that the more factual I get, the less views that I get, which I also mentioned in my community post. But I mean, yeah, that's a little bit discouraging because it sort of makes me sick. And it's not because of like me wanting all of the views because I just want them. It's because I get the same people that are giving all those views to those channels that chase ridiculous, insane theories, especially with the hypocritical ones, because they come over here upset if I say something about the channels that are doing that kind of stuff because it's so much drama and oh my God, the drama. Oh my God, the drama. But they're over there giving all the views to the drama.
So, here's what I want to do. I'm not mad at them. I'm not trying to hurt their feelings or anything. I would like to go in another direction. I would like to help them. And I would also like to help anybody else out there that's, that's having trouble with issues that they're dealing with. And here's the best way that I know to help. There is a book by Dr. David Schwartz. And anybody who has ever tried to better themselves, especially anybody that's ever been an entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur, it's almost a prerequisite to read the book by Dr. David Schwartz. It's close to a century old now, but at one point in my life, I owned several larger businesses with a partner group, and they were franchise businesses, and they did require you to attend a franchise school on operating and managing these businesses because they were quite large. They were $4 to $5 million a year in revenue businesses. We had 3 of them, and being the main operator of those 3, I mean, you had to have a certain mindset. So the first thing that they would do is they would recommend this book I'm referring to you about by Dr. David Schwartz. Now, I was already familiar with this book. I've frequently self-educated myself, even after my formal education, throughout my life. And as you can see with this case, in certain areas, I continue to do so. And there's a reason for that. And if you read the book I'm referring to by Dr. David Schwartz, it can assist you in the proper mindset so that you can be successful in any endeavor that you decide that you want to endeavor into. And there is a particular portion of this book, though, that I would like to dedicate to this content creator and several other ones out there. Because as I went through the comments for this video that was done about me, and by the way, it was in very poor taste to take a picture of me and mean mug it on the front of the thumbnail, when all of my pictures of me is not me like this. It's me like this. So that was poor taste. But in particular, just to help them, because apparently they're having trouble with commenters in their videos that wants to argue with them about things that I have said in my videos. And it seems to be an issue for these certain content creators. And you know, I get tons of comments, and I even welcome, please give me your criticisms. Never once do I get these criticisms in my comment section that throws me into a whirlwind of, oh my goodness, somebody has commented negatively. They don't agree with me. It's wonderful that they don't agree with me. I like to hear their point of view. Sometimes their point of view makes me think and really reevaluate things. Sometimes their point of view doesn't, and I don't let it affect my daily life because I have a mindset that won't allow those types of things to affect me. Now, I do, however, always have to respond when another person on this YouTube platform wants to use their platform to degrade me. So I feel I do have a responsibility to respond when that happens. But instead of responding in a negative way, I want to respond in a positive way as best that I can moving forward. So, to help them, because obviously the things that they're discussing is not really to do with the comments in their sections. It has to do with, for some reason, these views that they're getting on their videos. Now, they also want to denigrate all of the people that subscribe and watch my videos, which is not really brilliant on their part, considering a lot of the people that watch their videos are the people that are subscribed and watching my videos. So they're actually denigrating their viewers, whether they know it or not. And I happen to believe that the people that are subscribed to my channel and watch me consistently and leave comments happen to be some of the most intelligent viewers in this true crime genre. So you may want to reevaluate how you're evaluating the viewers, folks. And when you do that, though, when you project, he's getting the views I should get because of, oh, he's making it up. He's not doing this. I'm factual. He's not. He's doing this. He's doing that. All you're doing is contributing to your own demise. And I apologize for that. Anytime that you use the, oh, they're commenting in my section, it's hindering my ability to do my work. You're compromising yourself. And I want to help you with that. Because in this book that I'm referring to, it's called The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay? And everything starts in your entire life with your thinking. Whether you are successful or not will always be determined by your thinking and your attitude, because your attitude is a direct response from your thinking. You see, if you only think positive thoughts, guess what? You're going to have a positive attitude. because it is a direct response from the thoughts that you're creating in your mind. Your thoughts are very powerful. In fact, most people don't even realize that you think in words. You don't. You think in pictures. Pictures actually is what dictates everything that you do. For example, if I was to say the golden arches of McDonald's, do you see the word McDonald's written out in your brain when I say that? Or do you see a picture of a big M glowing yellow? So, if you fix your mindset to have positive thoughts and you actually rework all your wiring to think big, it will affect your daily activities, the quality of the work that you're doing. It'll affect your success in a major way. But the only way that you can achieve a positive outlook on things in order to do that is to focus in this book on what is the most important chapter of the book, and it's chapter 2. And chapter 2 refers to this thing called excusitis. And it is the failure disease. Let's read just a quick excerpt from chapter 2, shall we? The Magic of Thinking Big summary, chapter 2. Stop making excuses. Unsuccessful people have a tendency to make excuses about why things haven't worked out. But if you look at successful people, you find they may have experienced those same roadblocks, but they don't dwell on them. They don't make excuses. The roadblocks weren't even a factor. The author calls the tendency to make excuses the disease of excusitis. Like a physical disease, excusitis can get progressively worse. At first, the person might know the excuse is just a convenient lie. But the more she repeats it, the more she believes it. Soon, she uses that excuse to justify every problem in her life instead of taking responsibility and solving the problem. So in closing, anytime you can come up with a reason why you're not being successful, while you're not attaining the goals that you set for yourself, stop and reevaluate the situation. Are you blaming anything other than yourself for things that are contributing to your lack of success? If you are, those are called excuses. And what's bad is those excuses at first are just your way to justify a situation at the time. You may not even believe those excuses. But the whole purpose of excusitis, because it is a disease, is the excuses will start as a crutch. This is what's happening, even though you don't really believe it, but you use it as a crutch. But the more times that you use that crutch, oh, I have bad luck. The more times that you use that same crutch, the more your mind starts to adapt and actually believe the excuse that you're using is what is really holding you back. And once you get to the point to where you actually believe your excuses, then you have a terminal case of excusitis, and you will never be successful. Let that sink in. But please like and subscribe to the channel. Post your comments, thoughts, criticisms. I did a video the other day where I discussed the possibility of the King Road residence being a safe house. I love the response from a lot of the people out there that think they're really smart. I woke up this morning, I got a Vivian video. Oh, she's so smart. Well, the video that I'll put out this afternoon, and I'm not going to add any of my commentary to the video, I'm just going to use the commentary directly out of the government ordinance for protecting informants in the WITSEC program and the people around them in the WITSEC program and people that aren't quite all the way in the WITSEC program and the differences between that. And let's see who has the last laugh on that one as always. Because when I suggest something, for those of you out there that think you're so smart, oh, we got him on this one, just know that I don't just pull something out of the air and pop it in there if it doesn't make sense. Someday you'll learn this. Pavarotti's out.